what is it, I think for Bart, what is it about this material that you seem to keep coming back to it?
Two things. I haven't thought of coming back to it. Ito ang may sala eh. We were together in Dirty Linen.
Oh.
And I was minding my own business in the tent, lounging around, waiting for my cue. And this guy comes in and he says, Kuya Bart, red? And at first, I didn't even think about it. But then, Dramatist's Play Service popped up on my Instagram timeline, showing a photograph of our former production of Red. So I said, oh, is this some kind of sign? And then I texted him and I said, uy, seryoso ka ba? Get the right. He was dead serious, so here we are. And okay, that's one. But the other thing is, after 10 years had passed, I realized that there was so much about the first time that I missed out on. I think I understand Rothko much better now, and I think I can defend him better to a world that's going to be, because in truth, he is, it's not a very likable man. I mean, you can accuse him of intellectual snobbery, you can accuse him of so many things, but like someone who's uncompromising, he sacrificed being likable for sticking to his vision. So, I mean, I think we can do better now, right? And he's such a great sounding board. Great, love it.
Questions? Go ahead.
How did this Red production get the ball rolling? Got the ball rolling for you? He said you were the one. Yes, you were the one who encouraged him to do this. So this started it for both of you.
10 years ago, 2011, I was working in Disneyland.
Yes.
My friend Faust gave me a script. It's read by John Logan, and then I read it. And then I keep asking people to read it with me. So I was obsessed with the material. And then they're doing it in the Philippines. Ingit naman, sabi ko, I want to do that. Tapos ngayon lang ako nagka-opportunity, and of course, I'm going to be working with a master. It's 40 years.
Is this your first English play?
This is not.
No, he won the Gawad Buhay for Constellations.
Oh, alright.
2015.
That was also, I mean, tandem din yun eh.
I was doing Black.
Love story.
What were you doing there?
I was doing Blackbird, which was also a tandem. And he beat me, by the way, that same year. So,
Your last before this was Lamang na?
Yes.
Oh, wow, ang tagal na.
2000.
Yeah, yes. Before the pandemic.
This is also his comeback to the stage.
Yes.
That's also
After
another point of
Filipino,
celebration.
After Tagalang Filipino, this one is
Yeah.
the next one.
And I miss having the whole two-hander play.
Yeah.
It's exhilarating, challenging.
So you've worked with him on TV, but this is your first time to work with him on stage.
right.
In theater. So how different is it?
Well, I've known him by reputation, and what really attracted me to work with him was this guy, like Jackson Pollock, loved the art. He thought it really mattered.
Ever since.
Yeah, because and it's once someone expresses that kind of enthusiasm and desire for the art form like that, then you immediately get drawn in and you think, wow, man, I gotta work with this guy. Galing.
Alright, thanks.
Yes.
Hi, Mark. How different is the production design going to be from 10 years ago?
Oh, it's gonna be. This is gonna be a fuller production, I think. We'll see much more of the world than before, definitely. It was very pared back when they first did it, and I think that was appropriate for the time. But for now, we really wanted to bring the world to life, the artist studio to life. That you get to see it. It's a working studio on stage. Thank you.
Who was with you when you first did it?
Joaquin, Joaquin Valdez, but he's now based in London.
Yes.
Sabi ko, huy, swerte ako ah. You know, the people I work with go on to better things.
Oh, wow.
Ako lang talagang naiiwan, di ba? It's like, wow, they all leave me behind. What's these people?
Thanks.
JC, kung tumanggi ba si Bart, hindi mo itutuloy?
Hindi, gusto ko siya makatrabaho eh.
Ah, talagang wala.
Wala akong nakikita ibang gagawa, kundi siya lang.
Reaction?
Required?
Yeah.
Ang reaction ko dyan, oy JC, hindi pa tayo nagbubukas. Speak too soon. You might just regret it. You'll never know.
No, we're fine. Kasi it's our first day of rehearsals the other day.
2 days in. We're 2 days in.
2 days in.
But they're Dropbox already, so.
Dropbox. We're the whole play.
Yes.
What do you see this straight play, as a counterpoint to the plethora of musicals that we are enjoying now?
Okay. One of the things that really attracted me to doing a play, John Logan's play, is that it really, let's just put it this way. You know, in an age when smart shaming is a thing,
Smart shaming.
this guy actually wore his erudition like a badge of honor, and hate him for it, because you could hate him for it because he was exacting. And I'm thinking, oh, you know what? That's so relevant for today. I think that we should start getting attracted again to intellectual expansion, rather than populism, right? So the musicals, I am so happy that the scene is alive again, and the musicals have their place, and the entertainments have their place, but there is theater that's necessary, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to bring it to an audience.
I'm sorry. Bart, you think that way at a time when cinema is having a hard time attracting audiences back?
Yeah, you know, I was just talking to Chair Tirso, to Chair Pitt the other day. Sabi ko, alam mo, in truth, and I'm sure you're going to quote me on this, but I've always said that in-overtake tayo ng mga Koreano. Pero in the 70s, in the heyday, sila Direk Loris, sila Direk Marilu, kila Lino, si Direk Lino, si Mike Delivar. I mean, you look at this, and we were really way ahead of the curve. I mean, they were really doing that kind of work. And napag-iwanan tayo. Bakit? Kasi hindi nakita ng ating gobyerno ang potensyal ng industriya. So hindi nila sinuportahan. Sa France, for example, ang pagsuporta nila sa kanilang industriya is pag may pumasok na Hollywood movie, mas mataas ang tax. So, mas may, you're motivated to watch the local rather than, I mean, something small like that. Why has the industry not been given concessions? And therefore, in 1997, we were producing something like 230 films, and then 5 years later, 2003, I think, we were reduced to doing only 30 films a year. That's because there's been no support for it. And I just thank God there's Cinemalaya, that encourages the young visionaries. Pero yun. There's still a lot of potential. Sabi nga ni Chair Pip sa akin, alam mo, kayong mga artista ang nagdadala ng si Dali, si Solimani Cruz, kayong mga artista, yung direktor, ang nagdadala ng karangalan sa atin. Pero dapat ang produksyon natin, buong produksyon, ang nagdadala ng karangalan dito sa atin. Ito na yun. I'm gonna get back to that.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Jay. So everyone knows that your background is theater even before you started doing movies. But people know you mainly mainstream romantic dramas. So now that you're going back to your first love, what message can you share to people who don't necessarily watch theater plus not romantic drama? Like why can you get out of it? Why do you encourage that?
Patay, ang katandem pa niya. Yung nakakatawa, at saka ang katandem pa niya, matandang lalaki, di ba? It's like, matay ka dyan. They're going to come in and get sorely disappointed. No. I'm not gonna...
And then, nami-miss ko ulit yung, pinapaisip ko ulit yung audience. So, yun lang naman yung ko dun eh. Gusto ko ulit ulit mang disturb ng tao. Gusto ko ulit pumasok sa, tara, isip tayo ulit. Lumayo muna tayo sa swipe. Muna tayo ng live. And let's appreciate artwork again, in general.
Has your approach to acting changed now that you're a family man?
Yes, so mas lumalim, mas vulnerable na ngayon, I think. anytime pwede na ako umiyak, diba? Yeah.
One more, sure.
Sir, so I've known you since repertory days. Congratulations on your 40th anniversary. You've also crossed over to mainstream. What do you get from theater that you don't get from mainstream and vice versa?
Yeah, okay, I've always said this. The writer's medium is television. The director's medium is cinema. But the actor's medium is the theater. Because the moment you're there for 2 hours, it's yours. The director is powerless, and the writer is powerless, and you have all the power for 2 hours on that stage. So, mas nakakabusog. Kasi tayo, di ba, sa teleserye, gumawa ka ng isang eksena na 2 minutes. Matagal na yung 2 minutes di ba? Tapos bitin, maghihintay ka na naman. That's just the nature of the business. They have to set up, etc. But it's not as satisfying. Hindi kasing nakakabusog ang pag-arte sa... Cinema pa is different. It's also different from television. So, cinema is even more, it's more immersive actually than television, diba? So yun.
We have question.
There seems to be a trend for getting movie actors, popular actors in plays. Like right now, you're going against Piolo Pascual in another
Oo nga.
production.
Buti lang, mas guwapo to.
Oo naman!
Oy, friend ko si PJ Why?
Pero is it a way to get people to watch highbrow plays like this? Or there are not any good roles in the movies anymore, so you decided to do this?
Hindi naman maraming good rules. Can I answer that? Like I said, kasi an actor's medium to eh.
Mhm.
So nauuhaw din ang mga mainstream people for work that challenges them. Yung
Yeah. Kapag nung pumunta ako sabi ko babalik ako ng theater, kailangan ko mag-software update. Yan kasi nakakalawang kailangan ko na ulit mag-rehearse ako ulit, and I love that. I love the whole rehearsal process, that we're thinking about the script and how we make it extra natural, vulnerable, and paano pa natin mapapaisip yung audience. Lalo na tong play na to, it's lecture. It's Mark Rothko, we're listening to Mark Rothko. Paano natin to gagawing interesting sa audience? So I love the whole challenge of it. So for me, it's a software update. Yeah.
But when you go back to making TV shows or movies, does it make you impatient because it's so,
Hindi,
slow?
alam mo, pag bumabalik ako sa TV after theater, ang dami kong bala. Ang dali. Parang, ang dami kong pwedeng gawin. Parang, I'm extra confident and everything. Parang, sige, paggawa nyo ng order nyo, bibigay ko yan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
How did you prepare and research for your roles?
He's a compendium of a lot of characters. Mine is a historical character. And buti na lang, maraming YouTube videos tungkol kay Mark Rothko. As in, and I've even seen him talk, I've seen but more than anything, I think si John Logan, the brilliance of his script is a lot of the most famous things that he said are in the script, and he makes it part of the dialogue. So andun, lahat nandun. So kung kilala mo si Mark Rothko at ang buhay niya, you see that a lot of what I say on that stage were actually his words.
Will answer that?
How did you prepare? Yeah. Research it.
Actually, the whole research of it, kasi doon sa buong play, marami kami pinag-uusapan na books. Even how I even studied the whole Pollock, the whole generation of that time, tsaka yung abstract expressionism and the whole pop art, yung transition phase niya at that time. So, kailangan clear yun eh. Kailangan nasan ka nung panahon na to. Ito nung ginagawa mo. So, yung play kasi, the rest, marami siyang naging assistant. So, ito yung what if ni John Logan sa nangyari. Kasi di ba yung buong Seagram's murals, napunta na sa Tate Gallery and he donated it. And then,
How did that happen?
he committed suicide. So, this is the writer's what if. Bakit? Paano nangyari yun? Sa Tate Gallery and then he died a few days after.
No naman, a year.
A year.
I just want to follow up what Bart mentioned. In fact, if you read the script first, and then you begin researching on Rothko, there's this wonderful book written by his son, Christopher Rothko, The Artist's Reality, about his father and how he became an artist, or his perspective. If you read the script and then you read that book after, you would find that Rothko is heavily quoted in John Logan's text, and you find that in that autobiographic work. So I think that's the brilliance of John Logan, how he compresses the artistry of Rothko into one play, and the philosophy of Rothko into one play, one 90-minute play with just one character he's talking to. So I think that's wonderful.